Fenland Crusader here, and welcome part 11. We've been cracking on, and as you can see in the background, it's tin work, blooming dreaded tin work. So this session's about putting the tin work together and repairing the floors. If you can see that, I might have to just flick you around. Yeah, repairing the floors and getting them up to scratch, and that one's in. We've got to grip blast the floors with the new patches in and stuff, so just to bring them up to date. But we've had a good session really, and it's a bit monotonous in a place or two, like, but we're all drilled out, all ready to go, all ready for the rivet session. So that'll be another episode. So anyway, sit back and enjoy. Okay, so we've just got the old pattern out again and laid on top of the new sheet. I'll scribe the old, I don't know if you can see it, I picked up the centre with the dividers. I sorted out the hole cutter, which is just slightly smaller, not by much, but when you look at that, look, just a tad smaller. But the next one I've got is a fair bit bigger, and when you look at how much room there is left in there, I'll certainly go smaller than bigger. At the end of the day, it's only to get the bloody grease gun through. So yeah, I'm going to set to and drill that now. Okay, so that's got the grease nipple hole in, and I don't know whether you can see. You see all of the scratch marks. I just run the DA over there with a worn pad. Not enough to take the galvanise off, but enough just to give it a few scratches. So as the paint will get a bit of a key, just takes the shine off. Okay then, so I'm putting a few bits together, doing a dry run, because we've got a complete blank canvas here, blank sheet of tin, and the only holes that we picked up on were the ones that's in that bracket. So we've got the right angle for the plate that's on the back, which I'll show you in a minute. And I've used the original bulkhead plate, which I'm not using here because it's bloody rotten, but done it because it's got all its holes in, so I can drill a series of holes down there. Foot plates all together as one piece, as it should be, all bolted with its iron on the back. Look in there, look. Got the iron on the back, and it sort of all lends itself to being sort of good. Got the angle iron on the back there, and we've got this bit on there which is marries up with the bracket that's on the back. And them holes were picked off the original mudguard, which was that one. So I thought I'd do a dry run because I've got to sort some holes out, like the foot plate holes. I mean, where would you drill them if you didn't do a dry run? That's what I'm thinking. Because now it's brought up an issue with the brackets that I've repaired and done. The two holes in this bracket should correspond with the two holes in the plate behind it, and as you can see, it's just a little bit out by about ½ inch. So yeah, and the bracket on the foot plate, if we can see it there, it's got a bit of a gap under it. And see, I straightened it all out thinking it should be straight, because you've got, let me just get the torch. you got a thickness of that, the foot plate stiffener there, look, in behind that bracket, so it leaves a gap. So one would think that that needs bending up to meet them holes in there, but I suspect that won't give me enough. But I will slacken them bolts off and just see if it's got a bit of wiggle room and go again. I mean, at the end of the day, them bolt holes are marked off the original tin, so they must be right. So now either my tin is too long and won't let the bracket come up far enough, which is worth thinking about. But anyway, we'll have a look, have a measure up, see what's gone wrong, and then I'll come back when I get somewhere near. Okay then, so we've done a bit of bending on the bottom bracket, and now we got drills through the holes all lined up. Just see the drill sticking through there, look. So she's all good and tight, square and everywhere, and feeling a lot better now that we're getting some still form and shape of mudguard, look. I'm going to leave the top and toe last, because I feel that by the time I get riveted and buggered about with all this, if it's got the top on, it's likely to get dinted. So I thought, well, I might do that bit last, rightly or wrongly, but so I'll get back a bit further, see if we can see the whole mudguard, look, there. So we're beginning to shape up now. And quite pleased that it's all sort of coming together. So I'll clamp up there, and we'll have a go at drilling a few holes. And once we get some holes in, then putting it together next time will be quite easy. So yeah, pleased that we're moving forward anyway. Catch you on the next one. So we've got the dry run pretty much all together now, and all the holes drilled. Two up there for the mudguard stays, and the other two there. Just got the bolts put in them, dotted here and there and everywhere, just so as I can. Still got a bit of work to do on the mudguard top itself. I've got a bit to weld in that corner of the mudguard, look, so as I can fasten it to the bracket before we spot weld it all in. And then this corner just got a little bit of a kink in it which wants sorting out. Not too much to do to it, but all in all, it's all drilled, ready for rivets. So we're I've still got the floors to grip blast. I mean, it's been pissing down rain all day, so we've got no chance of that yet. But she's all there. So quite pleased with that. The mudguard stay, the bulkhead stay there, look. So yeah, good job done. At least that's all drilled and ready for the rivet job. I will paint where the brackets are. I will paint behind there. Just put a bit of red oxide in to give it a good start, and then when I'm done, I'll have to paint it all. But I mean, just where we're going to rivet stuff, I'll make sure we've got plenty of paint behind it. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Progress has been good. Okay, so we're going to pick our mudguard up off the bench and bring him over here and put him on the tractor. Well, that's the plan anyway. So we'll just have a walk around there and pick him up. So the idea of doing is really just to see if this bracket is in the right place. Just so that it fits to the tractor. I'm going to go rivet it all up and if it's not quite at the right angle, because then I can adjust it now easily. Okay, that's on there square now, so the sun's shining, but it's blooming cold this morning. See, that bracket's only held on there with the one with the bolt at the minute, you see, which is part of bolting this on. And I just thought I'd do that, and then I could drill the other hole So once it was in situ, that everything fitted okay. I mean, soon changes the appearance of the tractor when you put something like that on. So I think the bracket does want tweaking. The end is sort of bent out a little bit and it's letting the bracket go down. And when that is twisted round here, it does want just tweaking. I'll bring you in so I can show you that. It's just sort of a little nothing or something. I don't know whether you can see what I can see really. The bracket is just out, got a bit of a bow in, a little bit of a bracket, but don't know whether you can see that really on there. But this piece here is laid back. So if you like my finger, it's laid back like that. And if it was squared, it would bring this bracket up. And just go for a squarer fit. So I think I'll take that down. I will pop the U-bolt on. And the thing I haven't done, I didn't bolt the little bracket on there, which I will also do in a few minutes, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, another little thing here. If your nuts on your U-bolts are pretty much like that, well rusted, spanner don't fit no more and so on, what I've done, if you have a look round, nice lovely square nut which fits the same, and what that is, Fordson major wheel pan nut. Bolt the pans to the rims, because I've got tractors in bits all over, so it's given me a good wealth of 5/8 UNF nuts. So no comparison, is there? So I'm pleased about that. That saves me running up the shop buying new ones. So I'm just going to pop this on. Okay then, a bit tricky that one was. It's sort of running fairly reasonable now, but bless her, she didn't want to go, and I think it's time to pull the mag and just polish her up a bit. I'm not convinced it's all down to spark, but took the jet out the bottom of the carburetor, flushed it out, and emptied the system right out, started again with fresh petrol, and she doesn't seem to be doing too badly at the minute. Anyway, what we'll do, we'll go for a ride before it packs up. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? are a bit low, I'll just pump them up. I'm not going to pump the back ends up because I've done all that before and then they ended up going bloody bang. It looks like that one's a bit sagging, but yeah, you can do with a few pound in that one. See, it's a good old original tractor. I mean, even it's got its troubles, like in the corner where they've been caught, worn out along the edge. Look where people have had their feet, wore it away. Fairly good wing tops on it. We did a lot with it last year, but it's funny, sometimes you just park away and the next time you want them, they're absolute buggers, and another time they're no problem at all. It makes you wonder sometimes why you keep a standard board, but you will be, boss. Right, I'm going to get the compressor going. I'll just pump the front tyres up. Right, which is, I've got £10 in the back, I've got 30 in the front. I want about 40 in the E27 and even 50, just to make it so it steers better. Right, she's running on paraffin. It's not all together happy, but we'll go for another ride. the paraffin off. Give it a few seconds and I'll let it run on petrol. So bless her, she's not running the best at the minute. Need to get her out in the field and get her on the plough, make it clean her out a bit. Might have a dicky plug as well, because every now and again it seems like it goes off one. There you are, just run out of petrol. That's funny because I didn't switch it off, or did I? Oh, so it must be empty. Let's get the torch. It's funny how that just stopped like that. Because the petrol's still on, so it must have run out. And if it did, I think we just timed it right. Well, there's a little tiny bit in there. I've always suffered a bit with fuel starvation with this one. It don't take much for it to, where you've got to run like a little bit of choke. And I'm always taking the carburetor to bits and sorting it out. And you know, cleaning the tank out. Well, I've had magnet in the tank, pull all the rust out on it like, but it's fairly clean. You can't see anything at all, but like I say, I've had the lines off and blown them out and everything else as you do, but then it runs all right for a few months, and then all of a sudden it'll do it again. But pleasures of having one of the old tractors like, but anyway, she's back in the shed, back to bed. When she cools down, I'll cover her up, and we'll try another one next week.